Hey, so I'd like to give you a demo of one of the first tools in Video ToolChest, and that is MOV, or actually Video Overlayer. So I'll be showing you the drawer here in just a second, but I just want to show you this first sample. I've already imported it, as I'll show you. The MOV overlaying can take a little time to convert, and it is a conversion process. And I'll share all that with you in a second. But first I want to kind of point out what the problem, or what this solves. As of April 2016, QuickTime for Windows is dead here. This one article reports, and this one as well. And what happened is that, so you see here, unfortunately, Apple is no longer updating QuickTime for Windows. And so the QuickTime MOV format is a very common format for doing overlays. Let's look at some samples here. This is one where the candle flame is, here's the flame here, and I'll look at this in a second, and it's showing this on top of either this, I don't know if it's a static or a video, but let's just look at this video and you'll see it's just that's what's actually in the video. The rest is transparent. And then, what they're doing here is they're putting it on top of an image, right? That's the sort of thing. There's all kinds of things like that. There's assets not just in Video Hive, but just all throughout the web, and you've seen them probably also sold on JVZoo. Here's an example of an explosion I might want to add to the back of my to a different, any kind of video. You see those kinds of effects on YouTube and Monty Python and all kinds of stuff. We want to be able to do that. Increasingly on Windows you can't, and those of you who don't have software that supports it on the Macintosh also can't do it. So we wanted to solve that problem and give you a tool to be able to do that. Now, what we're doing is we're actually converting the MOV files. When you import it into a PNG sequence and overlaying it on top, you can't even tell. It's just that's just what this block is. And so then that way we don't have to worry about the plugin. So what we've done here is go ahead and make this big. We import it smaller so that it's easier to size up. And I'm just kind of sizing it up so that it covers the stage. You can see what's kind of going on here. And it's adding these bokeh kinds of flares to the animation, to the video there. If I pause this and move this out of the way and kind of go back, you'll see that now they're not there. So that's one of many uses that you can do, and it's a fun thing. Now I'm going to go ahead and just close this, and we'll do a different example. I wanted to point out that when you close it, it's basically you've lost everything there. But the whole point of all of these tools is just quick and easy solutions. So you're not really going to make a full video in Video ToolChest. It's really about little solutions to common problems in video creation and animation creation. So I'm gonna open that up again, and you can see it kind of has that paradigm of a drawer opening up. We may even add a sound effect to that. So I've got a blank slate here. So I'll add a background, and this time I'm gonna do an import, an arrow. You see here I've got a scene here, and I'm gonna add an overlay. I keep on forgetting to add a block for that. And so I've got a 3D arrow here, and that's gonna take a while to convert. And while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna quickly show you. This is a program that I have, ScreenFlow. There are many on the Macintosh, and it supports the same thing. And so you can see here that I've done that same thing. And so this is the sort of thing, you see the black is transparent, and so it's showing through to the video underneath, and that's what we're trying to accomplish. So on a Macintosh, I've been able to do this for a long time, and Apple still supports that. On Windows, this sort of thing is less and less possible. And more people are having to kind of use obscure tools to do that. So again, we wanted to solve that problem. So now this is imported in here, and I've designed this to kind of be where they would delay a second. So let's just go and rewind that, and you can see that the arrow is pointing there. It's a little small, so let's get it here, and I'm going to size it up. Again, it was designed to be the same size as the current stage, so I'm just going to go ahead and get there. And you can see here, I can do these kinds of things, so I can get it exactly where I want. So it's not just a matter of importing it, but it's also about the ability to kind of position it and size it wherever I need it to be in my video, so that now I have an arrow pointing to the ruins. And you can see that it's got that block there, and we're not going to allow that to be rendered. That just allows you to kind of see where it's at. But again, if I rewind it one more time and play it, I just have my arrow on top of it and so forth. So it's that sort of thing that we want you to be able to do with this. And so I'll do one more example. I'm going to close that. Let's open it up one more time. And this time I'm going to do an example of a bokeh background with an overlay that I created in Easy Animator Pro. I know many of you have our Easy Animator Pro program, so it's importing that image or that video inside of Video ToolChest there, and so there I've got it. Now I'm going to do the overlay. Once again, I need a I need that. I think we need to see if we can have one of those open by default. And in this case, what I've got is I've got this banner animation. I just created this, and what I did in this one is I found this design in SVG files. I imported the shapes inside of Photoshop, and I applied a graphic style that I found on Graphic River. I think it was like $4 to $5 or something, to kind of create a felt sort of look. I don't know, I just thought it was cool. And so you can see here that I've got it. Once again, it sizes it to the stage size, smaller, so that I can get a hold of those handles. And then I can have something like that. So you can see this kind of animation effect. What I could do, of course, is use it with something like Kinetic Text Animator and have that animation effect kind of come in. And then I can put my text here and then have it animate out. And I didn't really bother to make this one match the 15 seconds of the background video. I would normally have done that in Easy Animator Pro if I was going to have a 15-second sequence. Most likely, when I've done stuff like this, it's actually not quite 15 seconds long, so I would trim that in another program. We're actually going to have a separate tool for that. And so, again, I can export this to MP4, and it would combine the two together. But you can see here that here's video sizer and cropper. This will allow you to trim the video, so I could export it, bring it back in here, and then take my 15-second video and turn it into 12 seconds or whatever I needed to do. So we've got other tools to kind of be able to do that. And so that is just a quick demo of what Video ToolChest is about, and then the MOV or Video Overlayer tool. In the next video, I'll be showing you how we set up the GIF compressor tool so that you can make your GIF animations download super fast on the internet.